East Coast Reviews. Today, we're reviewing a beer by Proclamation Ale Company. This is their Proc IPA. It is a 6.5% alcohol by volume IPA brewed with Citra and Eldorado. And it used to be called the Ordinary Man. I believe this was the Ordinary Man. Now they put it in 12-ounce cans, and they're calling it Proc IPA now. And before Ordinary Man, it was actually formerly the beer named 42. If you go to the Untapped website, it says our only IPA available in 12-ounce cans. Proc IPA is extra ordinary beer for ordinary people, brimming with Citra and Eldorado hops. This beer is well-rounded, smooth, and super crushable with notes of pineapple, lemon peel, grapefruit, and orange. And yeah, I thought I had already reviewed Ordinary Man, but I guess not. I reviewed a bunch of, if you go on my channel, you can see at least 20 Proclamation beer reviews. I thought I reviewed the Ordinary Man, but I guess I didn't, so might as well review this, because this is their new product. 6-pack of 12-ounce cans was $11.40. Pretty cheap before tax. So yeah, that's pretty cheap for a 6-pack, 6.5% IPA. On the bottom says Little Buddies, or Lil Buddies, 3/14/2024. You can see that there. And without further ado, let's crack it open, pour it up, check out the appearance. Like I said, I've had the Ordinary Man. I was a big fan of that one. It's pretty cheap. I think it was like $3 a can for a pint can. Let's pour this up. I think it's even cheaper now that they're putting it in 12-ounce cans. So yeah, looks exactly like the Ordinary Man as well. It's a very nice hazy golden orange color. Not super hop saturated, but there is definitely pretty much no clarity through it at all. Yeah, a little bit of effervescence, not much. Produced about a finger, bone white, kind of soapy head on top there. Looks really nice. Let's go for the nose. This is super fresh too. It's only a couple weeks old. Recording this April 1st. Lots of pineapple and orange. And then you get that malty sweetness along with like a nice biscuity breadiness. Nice touch of that hop resin. Doesn't smell green. A little bit of some grapefruit in there as well. Smells nice and sweet, with a touch of that hop resin, a little bit of that dank quality to it. But yeah, smells I would say very pineapple forward as the more dominant flavor note in this. Pineapple along with that orange and citrusy backbone. Let's dive in and try it out. Looks good. Cheers. It's got like a really nice like melon candy note. I think I've always remembered with this beer. You get that pineapple along with that like melon and tangerine. A little bit of like that orange pithy bitterness on the back end. Slightly drying. More sweet than bitter for sure. There's a really like nice like honey-like sweetness from the malts, and a really solid biscuity breadiness for an IPA. And it's just completely complemented by that like pineapple, melon candy-like note. Definitely a little bit more drinkable than typical New England IPA. Of course, like I said, not as super hop saturated, but definitely looks pretty good. Going towards a little bit more your American IPA style. A little bit more crispness, a little bit more drinkability. I wouldn't necessarily call this a creamy beer. It doesn't really have like a creamy mouthfeel. It's got more of like a crushable, drinkable mouthfeel, kind of like a session IPA would. Carbonation's nice too. Got about medium carbonation. Yeah, I like this. I've always liked Ordinary Man. I never tried the beer when it was called 42. But yeah, I was always a fan of the Ordinary Man. Pretty much anytime I went to Proclamation, I would always get a couple cans of those because they were cheap and it was just a solid drinking, crushable IPA. And I mean, you really can't go wrong. Even if you paid like $12 for a 6-pack of these, you really can't go wrong there. That's $2 a can for a 6.5% hazy that looks like this. And like I said, it's not super hop saturated, but it's just a really crushable, drinkable, solid ABV IPA. Something like this, I would love to have a 6-pack in the summertime. Maybe sit poolside, something like that. As far as the number, I believe it deserves like in the A range, like 91. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's a solid beer, very crushable, drinkable, and I'm gonna recommend it to you guys. If you guys can get Proclamation in your area, if you see the Proc IPA pop up, try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, definitely leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and upcoming videos. Like a beer. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.